What's been going on in your week?
Well, I can't wait to tell you.
Oh boy.
So,
Go on.
our 2 stories, but they're all connected. The 2 stories. So earlier this week, I taught a class of 50 here, Purple Easel. And at the end of the class, the whole family was super cool. But one of the family members like comes up to me and like shakes my hand and holds it and is like, thank you so much. Like, I've never painted before. Like, I didn't know that I could even like do this and da-da-da-da. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is the best compliment ever. So I was like, thank you, blah, blah, blah. So there's that. And then yesterday, I did some fire things for the first time ever. Yeah.
You've been talking about it forever. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yes, I did a fire thing. Thank you so much. And so I was there with a bunch of girlies, and we did like a intro to fire, dancing, and choreography. And I was there with a bunch of ladies around my age, but we all have never done anything like this before, ever in our entire life. So we're all just super fresh. And some of us are like, yeah, we like to dance, and we don't dance professionally. So it was really nice because it was kind of ritualistic, and the fact that where we wrote down some things of like, where is fire in our lives? Where does it show up in our lives? And I mentioned work, and I was like, when I'm on stage, I'm like,
Yeah.
doing the thing, but that takes fire to do that. But at the end of it, they were like, where is the fire now, like in your life? How do you reflect on this? And I said, this gives me more courage to do something that I've never done, but always wanted to do. And I thought back to the guy that shook my hand because he was like, I didn't know I could do this. And so like, it's so interesting that we could all just as a collective create these moments for each other that were like, thank you so much. I had no idea I was even capable of doing this stuff.
Yeah.
And it was just very inspiring for me. So, yeah.
That's beautiful. I love that so much. I had a similar one. I got a hug. I didn't know I could paint this. Can I hug you? I'm like, okay.
Sure. Of course.
But it's funny because we have so many interactions with people on a regular basis, and you just never know what's going to stick with somebody.
Yeah.
Like, who's thinking of some weird moment that's not even on your radar years after the fact?
That's fun.
Be a light to others. That's all I could say, because you never know. It's super cool.
But also, just to answer any questions on what fire dancing is, there is a few different ways you can. It's essentially, it falls under the flow arts community, which are like performers. There's so many. There's like hula hoop fire dancers. There's palm torch dancers. There's fire spinning of some sort. And you either just like perform and dance, and you could do it at your cousin's wedding or some other like tropical place where you're like,
right before neon night,
or I totally can now. So essentially that's what fire dancing is. If anyone was wondering, like, what the heck is that? I've never seen that, but you could Google it also and then find some cool pictures. If you ever been like on a luau or something like that where they have fire performers, it's something similar to that.
That's so cool. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
I'm so proud. As one of my dear friends always says, do it scared. Who do you know who says that?
You? Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, all the time. You're like, just do it scared. And so I'm glad. I'm glad you did.
And I did do it scared. Oh my gosh. I was like telling my fiance, I was like, I want to go home. I was like sitting outside. I'm like, I'm so scared.
But
it was
you
fine.
did it.
Yeah.
And now it's this huge accomplishment, and it makes the next step even easier.
Yes, agreed. You just watched a clip from our podcast, Spotlight with Purple Easel.
We're art instructors here at one of the largest paint and sip studios, and we have lots to say about art, creatives. We like to spotlight people.
Yes, you want to make sure to like, subscribe, ring that bell, add to the conversation. And you can also find us on YouTube, X, and...
Yeah, you want to watch the full up, because this was just a clip.
Yes.
Do the thing.